Hello everyone. I hope every one of you is doing good. Market is going live right now. You can see on the top of the screen it's 12:20 p.m. But I had few good stocks. In fact, two good stocks I had with me which I wanted to share on my channel, but this time I wanted to share it through a video so that every one of the member who is there with me on this Twitter channel or YouTube is learning something, know how the process goes, how to trust the process, and now know how there is some kind of strength in those stocks. So in this small video we'll be discussing two stocks. One is Optimus Infra, which is there on the front of the screen. You can see the price is still ticking. The stock is 19%, 14% up today and looks very good. Now, just to explain you what kind of setup this is, I'll explain you in very basic terms. This is how simple stock market should be. This is how simple you should track these stocks. So if you see this over here, price, let me just select, okay. Price was forming a kind of a channel over here, which I've already drawn for you. If you see, the price was respecting the highs and lows of this channel, and after giving, like this time when in March 25, it gave a fake breakdown, consolidated, and took the stop losses of every person who was like following this channel. After that, the price is able to close above the midpoint of this channel. Always remember, the midpoint of any range is very important. Why? There are numerous reasons. One and the most important reason is Fibonacci, because 50% is an important Fibonacci level. So if you draw any range, whether it's a horizontal range or it's a box type range or it's a slanting range as we have in this case, you will see the middle range playing a very important role. So you can see it in this place also. So now what's happening is, let me clear this drawing. I'll tell you what's actually happening over here. So now what's happening exactly over here is, if you see these two boxes, one is that purple colored box and the other one is the yellow colored box, what it is, and I'll explain you what exactly is the significance of those boxes. The purple color box is the previous month range. Basically, this to this is the previous month, and the yellow color box is this, the previous to purple color box is the previous to previous month, that is the May month, and yellow color box is the May month and the purple color box is the April month. So what information we get from here? It means when we have a purple color box going upside, we know that the last monthly candle was like this, the second monthly candle was like this, and the current monthly candle is also getting bullish. So by opening the weekly chart only, I understand that the monthly patterns are also very good. We are getting a third subsequent monthly green candle. Moreover, we have a good volume coming on a weekly chart. So what the plan for me is, this is not an education, this is not a like a kind of a tip or something like this. This is just an educational video. So plan for me is that I can consider of entering a partial entry over here, just because we are getting a good breakout of this consolidation. If you go to a daily time frame, you will see that the stock consolidated a good way over here. It created a kind of a double bottom. I'll show you on the weekly daily also. So it created a kind of a double bottom over here that was very visible in the weekly, and now it's pushing up with the volume. Now the best part is that the range or the channel which it was following since a very long time, since what time? Since September 24th, it's breaking that channel. And these kind of setups work well. The only, like you can say, the concern over here is that this weekly is a bit extended. So you need to have a little bit of patience. Let me just highlight that for you. So this weekly is bit extended. After a small stop, we are again going up, and this is a kind of a time correction which happened. So there are chances that it consolidates over here for a while and then moves up, but this seems to be very good. The next stock which I want to discuss with every one of you is kind of a similar pattern which I had, and this is Eschanth. So if you see over here, same thing, like simple things work. I always say simple thing works. If you see, this stock has been following a proper channel since what period? Let me see that period for you. That is 18th September 23. And right now what's happening is, after following this channel, if you see over here also, the 50% area was super duper important. In the half part of this channel, the stock was trading below the 50% majorly. But in this right half of this channel, you can see the stock was trading above the, you can say, middle portion of the channel most of the time. So this is also a kind of a strength which shows that the stock was like originally holding the downside of the channel. Now the stock is holding the upside of the channel. Now what's happening exactly over here is, if you see it, let me remove this drawings. Now what's exactly happening over here is that if you see, after the stock started moving in the upside of the channel, it started consolidating at the top, exactly top of the channel, and we had a breakout. After having a breakout, we consolidated for 3 to 4 weeks over here, and now we are having a strong, big, weekly strong candle with good volume. Now over here also, if you understand, without going to the you can say monthly chart, so what I'm able to see is that the previous month candle was bullish over here. We had some, you can say this, we had a upgoing candle over here, and the candle closed slightly like this with an upside wick. Then the April month candle was also similar. You can see it started over here, it closed somewhere over here. So the second month candle was also like this. I'll show it on that. But the third monthly candle is going bullish right now. So let me just show you how I read it. So see over here. If you see this, let me remove the drawings. Just a minute. Okay, so as we discussed, see, the last two monthly candles had an upside wick which was very clearly visible on the weekly chart also. But this current week candle is creating a Marubozu kind of candle. We still have 12 days in this, you can say, month still there, but the volume which is coming on the weekly is quite good, and we know that the channel which was being followed since the last 2+ years has been broken, and we are trying to break out. So these kind of charts do give you a good positional bets, and do test your patience, but give you a good return. It can be somewhere around minimum 50% to maybe 100% also. That depends upon your patience, and always market is subject to risk. So this is just an educational video, this is just only 1% of what I will be covering in my courses. It's not about I want you to be dependent on me. It's that I want you to know how to fish, how to understand what stocks are, how to understand the price action, and how to keep the things very simple. So if you have not considered like enrolling for that course, you may consider for that. That's totally optional. But even though if you don't consider, these kind of educative videos will be coming for free on my Twitter and YouTube channel. So stay tuned, guys.